Hello fellow Star Wars fans, it's Starrapter here and coming at you with another Star Wars comic book review. This time we have Star Wars issue number 9. It starts a brand new arc, a 3-part arc called Operation Starlight. We are in the Empire Strikes Back in between the Return of the Jedi era, that space of about a year. And at this point, the rebels are on the run, obviously, from the Empire, who is just being overwhelming in their threat to destroy every trace of the rebels. They have got this technology where they're able to pick up their communications between all of their separate fleets for the rebels, so they cannot do that without getting intercepted and destroyed. So this arc is all about the rebels coming up with a way to basically create a new code for them to communicate that the Empire cannot trace. So they have this great idea by C-3PO, who would have guessed that he knows about a certain droid that speaks a certain language that the Empire and nobody else can really translate except that one droid, which happens to be on Coruscant under the guard of an Imperial Museum. So it's up to Lando Calrissian, we have Lobot, we have the Pathfinders headed by Kez Dameron, father of Poe Dameron, that go down to Coruscant to invade, or actually infiltrate is probably the better word, this place where they're going to get this droid. And well, it is not as easy as it sounds. Well, of course it wouldn't be easy as it sounds. I mean, Coruscant is the center of the galactic empire at this point, so it's amazing to me, first off, how they managed to get the Millennium Falcon down there. I don't know whose idea it was to bring the Millennium Falcon down there, because the Empire knows about this ship. It's this infamous ship that we know that happened with The Empire Strikes Back. They know all about that ship they were hunting in the asteroid field, so why would you do that? But anyway, they go there, and basically the plan is you have the Pathfinders that are headed by Kez Dameron. So the Pathfinders are these like really awesome specialized soldiers, and we have them in Rogue One. Those are the Pathfinders, so we see them here. There's a different mix of aliens. You have the one that is basically the species of Adagala. Not sure what the species is. I think it starts with a T. You also have a Quirmian, who is basically that long neck type of species, the Jedi you've seen on a Jedi Council and Phantom Menace, that type of guy. So it's really cool seeing those guys those species get more love in Star Wars. So anyway, it's the Quirmians' job to distract the Senate. They look like Senate guards, but they're actually just regular run-of-the-mill guards who, as we see, get dealt with pretty easily. So we have the Quirmian who is distracting these guys, whereas Kez and this other Pathfinder go and they basically invade this museum. They knock out a couple of these guards, get the droid, get back to the fleet, only to realize that this droid, they cannot figure out what the heck it's saying, and C-3PO doesn't know. And we also find out that the Quirmian who is distracting for the Pathfinders to get the information, unfortunately gets killed. He gets killed in the line of duty to get this darn droid that they can't even figure out what the heck to do with it. So that is basically how the story ends. It's a pretty self-contained story, but it's also part of a 3-part arc, as I said before. So it does feel more like a table setter kind of episode or comic, whereas we know we get a lot of action, a lot of Star Warsiness in this issue. And I will say I was not the biggest fan of the artwork in this issue. I feel like it was very simple. If you look at some of the background characters, it's very simple the way they are drawn. It just kind of took me out of the experience. Some of the likenesses of the characters were a little bit simple as well. I'm looking at Chewbacca and Luke. Just not my forte, but that was Star Wars issue number 9. What did you guys think about this one? Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. For more on Star Wars, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'm talking weekly about the Mandalorian episodes. What a season that has been. So make sure you go ahead and join us live on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern for our live stream, where we go in depth with these episodes with my buddy Milton and my buddy Ben. So that's gonna do it for me, Starrapter. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.
Thanks for checking out the video. Please hit that thumbs up symbol. It helps me know that I'm making content that you guys enjoy. And if you enjoyed this video, I also include 2 videos down below you guys should check out. And please consider subscribing to this channel. It helps support me, and it notifies you guys of when I get new videos up on the channel. You can also contact me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Starrapter.